This is No Filter Media. If it's real, you will hear it here.
Human being, a corruption.
A developer is being taken to task this evening over problems at a high-end St. Andrew apartment complex. Kirk Wright spoke with some of the homeowners.
Kimberly Martin says she used her life savings to purchase one of the penthouses at the recently built Dulwich apartment in Kingston. But Miss Martin says since then, she has been having countless issues with the building. She says her discovery started after collecting the keys to the 3-bedroom apartment last April.
Here you could see there's a hole in the ceiling. I was standing here and within split second as I walk away, a solid piece of that brick or drywall, whatever, it like literally fell and came crashing down. The thing is, when it rains, water piles up and it will come all the way up here because the water drainage pipe is too small. I'm like, I've not yet used my kitchen and my sink fell for $64 million. It's just very frustrating. It is a lot of money, $64 million. I've worked hard to buy this property.
Most concerning for her has been the presence of moisture in a section of her bedroom wall.
When I first arrived back in April, I saw watermarks on the wall and I informed the builder through his agent or representative that there's water damage here. I was told that there was none. I consistently asked them to look.
She said the developer agreed to fix the issue but simply plastered the wall and painted it.
I then, a month later, hired a mold remediation company to come out and evaluate the situation because I noticed that the same spot that they claimed that they fixed, it came back. That stain came back and it was bigger. So they did the report. The report came back that I have moisture in my wall and that the reason for it, the roof, because they had to go on the roof, the reason for it is that the roof needed to be resloped. There's no waterproof membrane on the roof. The pipes that is running through my wall, the drainage pipe and also the AC pipe that runs through my wall, that is what's causing it.
2 other homeowners at the complex showed the signs of mold and flooding in their apartments. They too say they have been fighting to get their issues addressed.
My entire family has regrettably making this decision. We thought that it would have been our dream house for settling. Now we are on the verge of trying to get this sold and move on.
Ms. Martin says she was assured by the developer Bancroft Clark that all the amenities would have been in place on completion of the property, but that has not been the case. She showed us a video of a masked man trying to access her residence. She says efforts to get the issues rectified have proved futile.
The first appointment that was set, he was a no-show. Second appointment that was set, again, he was a no-show.
The developer Bancroft Clark denies trying to hide from Ms. Martin, adding he has been unable to access her apartment to rectify the issues. Ms. Martin says she made it known to his supervisor of the complex that other arrangements were made to access her apartment in her absence. The developer told us he has recently terminated the services of that supervisor for not communicating with him the issues expressed by the homeowners. But he did say he's not averse to addressing all the issues, to include the security concerns and the absence of a generator at the complex. Mr. Clark did not want to speak on camera regarding the issues.
To a TVJ News follow-up now. Residents at Ocean Point Housing Scheme in Hanover, which was severely flooded on Friday, say they are left traumatized. In a viral video which made rounds on social media, cars at the housing scheme were seen underwater. Now, the chairman for the property said they've reached out to the National Works Agency to intervene. Our reporter Kimberly Petty has the story.
I am standing in the Ocean Point Housing Scheme here in Hanover, where it was inundated with water yesterday.
No less than 24 hours later, workmen can be seen clearing debris from the road as well as removing tree branches from the blocked drain.
Boy, trauma. Everybody's like, come to the house scared. My tenant, they move away and they gone just because of what's happened, they see happen. Why right now, bossy, the gutter here, ready. The gutter not ready. This mean 5 times now I witness this. But it's flood, the two last flood after Melissa, and this one was the worst one. This car over here, as you can see, this one, and that Beamer, the white markets down the road, a 2 Series Beamer and a Volkswagen, they went away down in the gutter there.
He said when he got wind of the situation, it was too late.
The time I get the call around the back and rush come out here, all the cars and the water going away down the drain down there. Water get in the house, flood out the house, all the neighbors, water passing through the yard and all those stuff. So it's like something to trauma. Every time it's rain, I have to be out, like tying the car, made sure my stuff is safe and stuff like that.
The resident said he's been living in the scheme for 5 years and it's the worst he's ever seen it. TVJ News understands that the units cost up to $57 million and that most of them were used as Airbnbs.
Now it's overcast here, and we spoke to one resident who said he's taking nothing for chance, and so what he did was to tie his car onto a column.
In the flood, I have to run out. Get the rope to tie it on the veranda there to make sure it don't go away back. All 3 cars here. And remember I told you, I have to throw away 2 already, which no use. And I'm trying to fix back this one, and that one down there.
We caught up with a chairman of the Ocean Point Homeowners Association, Leighton Reed, who explained what could have been the cause of the flooding.
I don't think that's the case. So we have, and if you can show on screen, we have a drain that runs through the community. So basically, the drain carries river water through the community. There's also a culvert underneath the bridge right here where we're standing. To me, the culvert is not able to handle the magnitude of water that is supposed to pass through when it rains heavily.
Seemingly distraught, Mr. Reed revealed that just 3 weeks ago, they called in an engineer to tour the area.
We're actually waiting on an engineer report right now from this person. And of course, this will dictate how we move forward. We have also contacted the NWA for any possible assistance in terms of expertise.
Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for Hanover Eastern, Andrea Perkis, also visited the housing scheme today and gave this advice.
I do believe when big developments are happening, we have to take a careful look at where water is coming from. And this area is flat. Above this area, you have Claremont, where you have water. And so when it comes on to development, you have to take a look at where the water is coming from, how it's going to be directed, or where it's going to be directed. But right now, I believe NWA will have to come in and take a look at how they can assist.
No persons are still reeling from the impacts of the flood, as many are counting their losses from cars to flooded homes and just the trauma they've experienced.
Now, a total of 5 cars were damaged yesterday during the flood. One resident lifted his bonnet to see debris.
We go to St. Elizabeth now, where a family of 7 is homeless after fire destroyed their dwelling. TVJ News understands that sometime after 11 o'clock this morning, fire was seen coming from the 2-bedroom house in Harmony District in Santa Cruz. 2 units from the Santa Cruz fire station responded.
When we arrived on the scene, because it's less than a minute drive from the fire station, and the level of damage that we see, it is saying to us that the fire has been burning for a little while. But I just want to issue this advice to the citizens again. Whenever times you have a fire, the first thing you do, try and call the brigade first. Call the brigade and then you go back and see what you can do. Too many times we arrive at fire and people are there trying to put out the fire before they call the brigade.
Now it's further understood that they lost everything. The cause of the fire is being investigated.